What's happening, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. Check this out. So, had a viewer request in the Discord for a video on reports, scouting reports, battle reports, and whatnot. So, if you're a brand new player, this is going to help. And I'm going to try to cover this the best I can for you. I'm sure there'll be some questions. Just feel free to use the comments. If you are not a brand new player, this is probably not the video for you. So feel free to check out the related videos. Maybe there's one attached to this that you have not seen. So who knows? Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's scout something. All right, we'll take a look at it and see what it'd be like. So in a scout report, you're going to see a couple of things in here that are helpful. One being this section right here. That gives you the wall strength. So let's say you're looting. You want to scout regularly to make sure that you're not going to port this HQ out. You don't want to do that because let's say there's hundreds of millions of resources in there. And if you port it, now you've got to go look for it on the map. And that's kind of a pain in the butt. And then you also have the coordinates. So let's say I share this report to the Alliance chat. They can click on this and it brings them to that city. So that's helpful when you're sharing reports. Right below all of that, you can see here is the resources and the amount of those resources that are available to loot in the city. Next, it lets you know what's on their wall, whatever they have set up for defense and how many units are in there. So this particular player has T8s, 2,300 assaulters, 2,900 riders, and 2,100 shooters. And you can see where their hero levels are. So they're all at 110. The gold ones are 3 stars or orange, whatever you want to call them, and they have 2 5-star purple in there. So this would be an easy one tank hit. You could hit it several times. This is one of our members' farms, so he loots it regularly, hence why it's broke. So that's scout reporting in a nutshell. And you can scout up to 3 at a time, I believe. I don't think they've changed that. So yeah, you can send out a bunch and then sort through your scout reports and determine where you would like to go teleport to or march to loot the resources out of the city. Now, taking that a step further, let's check out a battle report. Had one in here that we were looking at. Let's try this one. Okay, so battle reports are telling you a whole lot of stuff. They get pretty involved. So first, you'll see you on the left. You'll see the opponent on the right. Those red numbers under there are the power losses from the attack. And then this should be self-explanatory. You got Paris units. You've got total units. So when they hit me, I had 19,000 in my base. I got hit with a total of 21,000. So that's your counts there. The perished let you know how many died in the attack. Seriously injured is what goes to the hospital. And lightly injured, you will see some of that in, I don't think you're going to see much of that. Lightly injured units in this fight won't be able to continue fighting. They automatically recover, once they return to the city. So when you watch your March health bar go from like green to done, you know that like for me, I have a 3,000 troop March. So that means I'm going to have roughly, 2,000 or more, depending upon if I'm hitting an HQ or not, that aren't available until it gets back to the HQ. Now, the kill stats, this is just who hit you, how many hit you. If it was a rally, if it's a swarm, in this case, this is a swarm. And then you can see, where their level of participation was in that. So for me, mine is 21,400 because I killed all of them, right? And then you can see where they lightly injured some, put some in the hospital. The match one, there's details in this. So it's its own little report within a report. And you can see how the other person stacks up. So hero equipment, their exclusive equipment, the comparison on the levels, the stars, your modified vehicle power, your tank power, the chipsets, so on and so forth. It lets you also see their tech compensation. And then you have the attributes down below. So this is pretty much a standard overview of, what happened in that fight. Going into the troop attributes button, this is where you kind of compare apples to apples in here and double check, for, let's say, the HP for this, that HP, you can see what they have going on there. It's not super useful. It's just a more detailed breakdown. A combat log can be useful, especially like if you have people reinforcing your HQ. You can go in and check this and see how much work they're putting in as well in there. Or you can dig in as deep as you want. You can see each turn. This, like, if you're trying to really nerd out, this is, while you're on the toilet taking a poo, read this. Like, I rarely check this because I only care about this overview. It's a lot quicker read, in my opinion. Now, a little trick for you. Instead of scouting, if you're willing to have War Frenzy activated, you can send one troop out. So just by, marching, and then you go into your settings for that march, and you go to the soldiers, and just zero that out, add in one troop. And now you have a one troop march. So if I were to hit this HQ, it would give me a battle report that looks similar to the one that we just saw, except I got one troop that is probably dead. But what I do get to see is what's in that city. A lot more. I can see more details on those heroes that are in there. I can see more details on their tech power. So that's helpful as well, especially for like enemy buster. You can one troop that, like, if you teleport into a hive, one troop that HQ that you're looking at, and it'll also tell you how many resources are in there. It's going to tell you, like I just said, you can see the tech power, a little bit more detail. So if you're willing to get War Frenzy, that is a move. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for you new folks on how to read these reports, or how to sort of cheese the system with that one troop march and hitting that HQ to see some more details. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Also, hype the video. If you swipe left on the comment box below, you will see a button that says hype. That helps us little bitty creators out, gets our videos out there a little bit more, helps the channel. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks.